Hi, for church hour today, I'm going to be reading Ricky the Rock That Could Not Roll. So, let's get over the lake and out past the bay was a green grassy hill where the rocks came to play. They would race to the top and take in the view, then roll their way down the way rocks love to do. There were Kip, Pip, and Chester, and Marvin the Boulder. Ignatius played too, although he was much older, and a group called the Pebbles never ever sat still, zigzagging their way up and over the hill. Kai was a meteorite and not from this planet, and Maya was lava, but not taken for granite. Stu was the smart one, Parker the clown, and grumpy old Albert rolled round with a frown. Gabby was sassy, Leslie had flair, Emma was giggly, and Hud had black hair. But the one trait that seemed to be shared by them all was that every rock there was shaped like a ball, and because they were round, they could easily roll through the grass, past the lake, and up over the knoll. Except for poor Ricky, who quietly sat. You see, Rick couldn't roll because one side was flat. His friends didn't get it. "Come roll," they would chant. So Ricky tried, but replied, "I'm sorry, I can't." But the rocks were determined. They were sure they could solve Ricky's flat-sided problem and help him evolve. So Marvin the Boulder, with his impressive physique, carried Rick all the way to the hill's grassy peak. Then he pushed him downhill, yelling, "Keep rolling, kid!" But Rick didn't roll, he just kind of slid. Well, the rocks weren't done, not by a mile. Surely, his next try would get Rick to smile. Using big globs of glue to get them to stick, they were proud of themselves. They stuck rubber balls all over Rick, using big globs of glue to get them to stick. They were proud of themselves. This would work, they announced. But Ricky still couldn't roll. He just sort of bounced. Well, they pushed and they pulled, trying every which way, but to get Rick to roll. But by the end of the day, nothing had worked just like Rick expected, and he ended up feeling depressed and dejected. "It's no use," Ricky sighed. "There just isn't a way, so I'll sit off to the side and watch you all play." But his friends wouldn't quit. "We're here for you, brother, and we'll get you to roll one way or another." So they pondered and thought, each straining his brain, till they looked up and saw that it was starting to rain. And that's when it hit that smart stone named Stu. "Eureka!" he shouted. I know just what to do." He explained to them how they would get Rick to tumble. "My plan is sure genius." Stu wasn't too humble. So they carried our hero down the road about a mile, to the lake where they gathered up mud that they could pile, that they shaped, smoothed, and sculpted till it was round. Then after the rain, with the sun in the sky, they left him to bake until the mud was all dry. They gathered up vines in one colorful feather. They wrapped it all around Rick to keep it together. When the last knot was tied and all the work was done, the only step left was for Rick to have fun. They stood back and watched, feeling nervous and tense, as Rick breathed in deep with increasing suspense. He moved slowly at first, testing out his new mold, and then, for the first time, Ricky the Rock rolled. So Bria, the ladybug, who'd been there from the start, felt a surge of pure joy swell up in her heart. She thought, as she watched her friends play on the hill, that there's always a way, there's also a will. And then she said to herself as Ricky rolled down the slope, when you're surrounded by love, you always have hope. And that's it. So, thank you. Bye.